Today in this video we are covering a V-neck bound edge. You can alter a pattern you already have for a crew neck or cut a little more away of a V-neck pattern if the finish is a classic facing as shown in this video. This method can be used on woven or jersey fabrics to your desired width. It can also be achieved with lace or tape trim for added interest. First of all, you need to cut 2 centimetres around the neck from the pattern, and I did that by folding my pattern piece in half, measuring 2 centimetres along the edge and drawing a line and cutting it off. I then made 8 centimetre strips, 40 centimetres long, out of the paper. I folded in half and measured from the fold line 2 centimetre line and drew the line straight down on both pieces. I then positioned that line on the new cut line of the neck on both sides, and cut the 2 points, so I ended up with 2 pieces of paper with these at the end. Now this will need to be done at different lengths for each sizes because obviously the shoulders increase. When you've got that, you cut one out of each and there's no need to interface. I've ironed mine right side out, and then you position your right side's fold side in together so you match your point and your edges up and pin into place. I then draw a line from point to V down the middle to know where my centre point is. This can obviously be done in a removable ink pen for your real garment. I also draw the middle on the wrong side of the fabric down for about 1 inch, so I have some points to match when I'm sewing. I now stitch the 2 pieces into place on the edge. To hold in place. I'm now putting the 3 raw edges together at the top and stitching down from the top. These have got 1 centimetre seam allowances on, so you stick to the 1 centimetre seam allowance from the pattern. Until the 2 lines that I've drawn meet. That's where you need to stop. You can put a pin in or put a dot on the top. You then need to lift your needle, lift your foot rather, and snip your garment down to the point of your needle. It is a bit tricky and you have to try and get down as far as you can, otherwise you may get a little tuck. You now pivot and put your other raw edge against your other side of your V-neck edge and sew to the top. This gives you a neat edge to your garment with your 2 lines matching there. I would then overlock these edges down and edge stitch the top for extra security. through the seam allowance. When end comes out a bit longer, you can just trim that one off. So that's the front neck sorted. Now the back neck. For the back neck, I've cut a bias binding strip 5 centimetres wide, pressed it in half. I then place it on the right side of the fabric, all edges, raw edges together, with about 1 centimetre over, and stitch into place. Again, centimetre seam allowance has been allowed for this, so I'm using a centimetre seam allowance. You may need to trim. I just cut the bias binding edges off of the raw fabric left and trim to size after. Now that edge will need to be just trimmed down a little bit so it fits inside the binding. And edge stitched into place. And there's your back neck edge. It's very firm because it has 3 layers and nice and neat on the inside. I now would place the right sides together and stitch my shoulders. I'm using a 4-thread overlocker to sew my garments together for speed. I have one here that I've done before. So I have overlocked the neck, overlocked the shoulders together, and now I'm going to show you how to finish this overlocked edge to make it secure and neater, which I have done over this side. So I'm just running a row of stitching along the neck edge on the overlocking towards the back to hold in place, going backwards and forwards at the edge to secure. Trim off all edges and you're ready for the sleeves. Gives a nice finish to the neck with no flappy facings.